Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorites? It's John here, and I'm going to be talking about Netflix's Over the Moon. This is pretty much the streaming service's answer to Disney movies, especially the recent ones, the CG animated films, and it has all the different features that those movies have, including the cute animal sidekicks, and you also have the song and dance number. You also have the message, like each movie has their own message. This one, the message about love and loss, what it would be like to be obsessed with that loss. Will you be able to keep on going, or is the loss going to hold you back? And the main thing of all is just the animation, the quality of the animation. This is up there with a Disney movie, and I think with Glenn Keane, the director behind this, he's got that Disney background, so he can pull this off. This guy's pretty much a legend. He is the lead animator for classic characters like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Pocahontas. Those are pretty much like the beginning of the Renaissance for Disney, and I enjoyed those movies. And to have Glenn direct this film, I was definitely looking forward to this. So yeah, with this movie, it's about a little girl in China, Fei Fei, who has dreams of going to the moon, visiting the moon goddess. And it's like a fable where people talk about it, and she truly believes in it. So when people are like, "Oh, it's just a tale," and she's like, "No, it's real." And then let's say if they talk about a different story of why the moon goddess is the way she is, she would be like, "No, this is what my mom told me. So what my mom told me is truth, and whatever you're saying is false." Because the story of the moon goddess, she started off as a regular woman, and then she had this immortality powers, and that in turn has left her alone, away from her one true love, and living on the moon. So now with Fei Fei, her mission is to go to the moon. Over the moon, what makes this really cool is the visuals. Once she gets out of her hometown, that part for me was probably the most boring aspect of the movie. But once she gets to the moon, that's when things go crazy, and that's when I'm like, these characters that she meets, they're larger than life, and they're pretty out there, especially the moon goddess. The moon goddess is played by Philippa Sue. She was in Hamilton, and she's a great singer, so for her, it's a great casting choice to play the moon goddess, aka Chang'e. And for this one, they kind of play around with the moon goddess, where when you finally meet her, she's kind of like this mix of maybe this Chinese pop star, but she can also rap. And it's just watching that character is pretty much a joy to watch. So yeah, for this one, the moon goddess, she's kind of like all of that, kind of into herself, where she's ruling this kingdom of Lunaria. The Tale on the Moon, it's like this whole adventure of just finding what it is to continue on and to move on. And I like that message. That message, like at the end of the movie, I was tearing up. I was like, why am I tearing up? It's like, I know what's gonna happen, but it still hits me anyway, especially with these characters, and you know what they've gone through when you're watching the movie. And I think it's a movie that can relate to anyone who has ever lost anyone in their life. And so this is going to be a tough watch for those that are really affected by, close members of family just not being there anymore. So yeah, with this movie, it's worked on by Pearl Studios and Sony Pictures Imageworks, which that Sony one worked on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But with Pearl Studio, this is a Chinese studio that has collaborated with different animation studios. Like, for example, Abominable, that one was worked by Pearl Studio and DreamWorks. So it's kind of like that symbiotic relationship. And now it's working on, Over the Moon. So it's a Chinese studio, so they know a thing or two about Chinese culture. So that helps with the authenticity, while also having the director, Glenn Keane, just focus on the story. And then Pearl Studio, from what I've experience from their previous movie for Abominable, they would sometimes chime in like, oh, this wouldn't be like this, or that would needs to be changed like that. So they would help out, and since they're animating anyway, it's just a great thing, especially if it's some parts of the movies are set in China. But yeah, Over the Moon, it's pretty much Netflix's answer to Disney films, although it doesn't quite reach up to certain movies that I really enjoyed, like Tangled and Big Hero 6. I still feel like it's up there. It could be part of the Disney line, but yeah, Over the Moon is still enjoyable. I teared up. The characters, they're fun, they're lovable. So yeah, with that said, I'm John, and I'll see you guys next time.